Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to use collections to browse for items in the online catalog for the Cozby Library and Community Commons. Using collections recreates the experience of going into the actual library and going to a particular location or a particular shelf to browse for items. So if you're the kind of person who likes to go into the library and look for that special book or that special item that you didn't even know you were looking for, this is a great way to recreate that experience in the online environment. To get to this website, you'll go to catalog.coppelltx.gov. And just as a quick example, I'm going to show you the traditional way of searching for a particular collection just by starting here from the main page. And I'm going to demonstrate why using collections is so much more effective. So let's say that I want to look at all of the recent teen fiction. So starting from here, all I can really do is tell the system to show me everything, which is what that star means. So I can use a star or an asterisk to say, show all items that fit this particular category. So show me all books. And because this is a large number of items, it's going to take it a minute to bring up everything. So now I can see that I have 95,974 items. That is way too many. I'm really only interested in the teen items. So now here on the left, I can use these filters. Adolescent is teen, so I'm going to click on that filter. And then remember that I was only interested in fiction, so I'm also going to click on fiction. And then from here, I can either choose the publication date that I want from these filters, or I can go up here to the top and I can sort by publication date, which it's already defaulted to right now. A lot of times it will default to relevance when you first perform a search. So here are all my recent teen fiction items. But I can also do this search using collections. So remember this number, 2,295 items. I'm going to go back to the main page by clicking on Cozby Library at the top. And now I'm going to go directly to Search, and then to Advanced, and Open Search Options. And here are all my collections. Collections are set by the librarians when items come in or when they're ordered. So this is something that's defined by each individual library. And you can see that we have lots and lots of collections. And if I scroll all the way down here to teen, I have my teen fiction collection. And the nice thing is I don't even have to specify now the material type or the target audience. Those two ideas are both contained within this idea of teen fiction collection. So this is the one aspect of this that might be a little bit tricky. It might not be obvious to you that teen fiction is just books, but you can kind of see that within the teen category there are other formats of items. So you can sort of guess that teen fiction probably means just the teen fiction books, since there are other categories for MP3 and CD, graphic novel, things like that. So I'm just going to choose teen fiction. That's all I need to choose. And then again, I'm going to put that asterisk in here. Show me all teen fiction. And here it has defaulted to sorting by relevance. I'm going to change that to publication date. And now here are all my recent teen fiction items that have been brought to the top. And you can see now that I have 2,986 items, so I've gained about 700 items by using this method. So the previous method that I showed was using the cataloging information to bring up the search results. And while our cataloging information is good, it's not perfect. You'll rarely find a library that has perfect cataloging. So whenever a piece of information is missing or something is slightly inaccurate in the cataloging record, that will affect your search results. But since we set the collection each time an item comes in, that is a much more accurate way of searching for items. Let me show you another example where I use keywords to try to bring up something about a particular subject. So I'm going to go ahead and change my options here. And I'm going to look for an adult nonfiction book about nature. So I'm going to go down here to nonfiction, and again, this is where it gets a little tricky, so we don't specify that this is adult nonfiction, but if you look through the list, you'll notice that we have teen nonfiction and junior nonfiction specifically labeled, so this must be adult nonfiction. And again, these are just nonfiction books, so we also have nonfiction DVDs and nonfiction Blu-rays listed elsewhere as their own collections. We have the audiobooks listed as their own collection, so you can assume that this is going to be nonfiction books. I'm going to set that as my search option. And right now it's set to show all items, but I just want items about nature. And you can do this one of two ways. You can just put in nature and let it default to any field, or you can actually specify that you want nature to be the subject. To maximize my results, I'm just going to let the word nature be in any field. And it's also offering down here at the bottom to include related words. And this can be really handy when you're using something generic like nature to browse for items, because in the cataloging information, a book or an item about nature might actually be cataloged as ecology or biology, or have some other subject headings listed that sort of mean nature but not exactly. So you might just find the item that you were actually hoping to run across by expanding your search terms and allowing the system to do that for you. Now, one other really neat thing that you can do in the nonfiction collection is you can sort by call number, and then this will actually put items in shelf order, because the nonfiction items are shelved by Dewey numbers. So each Dewey number represents a different category of knowledge. And so now you can see that these two items that are 003 and 004 are right next to each other. So you can browse through exactly as if you were browsing on the shelf, and hopefully find that special item that you might have been looking for or might have been hoping to run across. If you do want to eliminate some of those maybe less relevant items, so you'll notice that we have 752 items that have shown up here. I can go ahead and change this to where nature is going to have to be one of the subject headings. And again, it offers to expand to other related words. And now I'm down to 197 items. So this is a much more targeted search. Again, I might have eliminated something that was kind of tangentially involved to something that I was interested in, but these are going to be a little bit more centered on perhaps a subject that I was actually interested in reading about. So now we're starting here with the 100s and moving quickly on to the 200s and later on the 300s, and so on and so forth. Let me show you one more trick. So I'm going back to my collections. Let's say that you're interested in the Junior Multimedia. This is a popular collection that a lot of people have trouble finding in the catalog, and this is exactly what collections is good for. So here's my two Junior Multimedia collections, and I can actually choose both of these by holding Control and clicking on the second collection that I'm interested in. So now I have both of them highlighted. I'm going to set that as my search option. You can see that I still have nature up here at the top, and we do actually have 5 Junior Multimedia items that have the subject heading of nature. But again, I'm going to have it just show me everything that's in this category or in this collection. Oops, and I need to change this to any field. There we go. Okay, so anything that is Junior Multimedia is now showing. And again, I can sort by anything that I think is relevant over here. So let me just sort again by publication date to show everything that we've gotten in recently. And these are items that are both books with either an accompanying CD or a built-in audio device. So I hope this has given you a few ideas of how you can browse using collections. Again, this is really very effective once you learn how to use it. I would suggest that you browse through that list of collections so you can familiarize yourself with kind of how we organize things. And anytime you need some extra assistance, you're welcome to contact us. We also have a new service called Bookmatch, which can be found at bit.ly/Cozby Bookmatch. And this is a service where you can fill out your contact information and some information about exactly what kind of item you're looking for. So the format, is it fiction or nonfiction? Are you researching something? Do you just want to find a new fiction author to enjoy? Do you need something for your children? So you'll fill out all that information on the next page, and within 5 to 7 business days, one of our librarians will respond with some personalized recommendations. If you have any other questions, you're welcome to contact us at 972-304-3658 or email us at cozbyprograms@coppelltx.gov.